Good morning, everybody. Cheapers, it's Wednesday, episode 14. Welcome to the Lockdown in association. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't talk this morning. In association with CapeTownMagazine.com. Very stoked to have you guys here with us today. And you might be wondering why I'm sitting in and amongst all these awesome teddy bears. It's a really cool little story, guys, just to kick off the 14th episode of the Lockdown. Ben's mother, Marilyn Peters, a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person who actually was the person who introduced us to Freshlyground, the community that we're currently mainly supporting with your donations through our Back a Buddy campaign. She donated all of these teddy bears. She went through her house and went through all the teddy bear collection that she has, and basically put a lovely box together for the kids of Where Rainbows Meet. So today we're going to go out and we're going to give these little teddy bears away to all the little ones standing in the queue. And I just want to say a big shout out and a big thank you to Mara. I mean, how awesome. It's like, check these out, guys. It's like a little ducky. How beautiful. And there's like a little bed, dogs. There's even a penguin. I think it's really cool. So all the little kitties are going to get these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little teddies while they're standing in the queue waiting for their meals today. And just a big shout out to Ben's mum. Thank you so much for giving us those teddies. We're so grateful.
And if anyone else wants to donate some teddies,
yes, you
can. What a cool thing to do. You know,
Absolutely.
These communities are under so much pressure. It's a wonderful thing to do.
Absolutely. If you guys are keen to donate, we can come and collect. We've got our permit to drive now, so you can just hit us up on the band phone on our WhatsApp number, or you can join our group, the Lucky Ones, and just pop your details in there. Let us know where we can collect the bears from. Obviously, we're only able to collect in the Cape Town, Western Cape region for now. But if you have any teddy bears that you are willing to donate, please do that. We'd be super grateful to you guys, and we can make a big difference for these kids who, parents are battling at the moment, and definitely a luxury like a toy is not something that's on the table. So it would be great if you guys could get involved in that. And speaking of the campaign that we've been running, Good Luck Cares, you guys have been so generous. You've donated so much. I want to kickstart this morning with an update on where we're sitting at the moment with the fund. A little bit later this afternoon, we're also going to be launching our Google Sheet where everyone can see how much money has been spent, where the money has gone. But for now, just an update so you can actually see the difference that your funds are making in the communities at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our update video for Good Luck Cares.
Hi, I'm Shannon from Pure Good Food. This is my kitchen.
Really getting stuck in and feeding people all around Cape Town. This is so amazing. Check this out, guys. Yay.
So we're hoping to continue this afterwards, that restaurants can make sure that they have all their wasted produce that they're not going to use anymore. They can continue to getting them to the feeding schemes.
Welcome to Site C Kailicha.
Okay, we're here in Kailicha in Site C with Bonani from Project Green.
Hello, yes. Hello, guys. How are you? Good, and you? Feeding all the kids.
Good. Yes.
Exercises. Brian and Jamie here from Mead, and we're dropping off a whole bunch of bread today. Right now, all the different communities are waiting for their collections. They feed from their own houses.
So we're in Freshlyground right now. We just by one of the kitchens that we're visiting right now. So they're cooking food as well. There's over 20 kitchens in Freshlyground cooking food, and this is one of the kitchens.
Yes, I'm working with pasta.
Pasta, are you cooking for the children?
Yes.
She's taking the children's food every night to the houses. All the buckets, every house she deliver.
Okay, cool. And they're cooking inside.
We just finished with our cookies and beans.
What time you cook? What time are you serving it up?
I'm gonna serve it up by 2 o'clock. But we have a Uber Eats. We collect the buckets and then we drop it.
Drop it. So it's like Uber food.
My whole body is sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we started to cook for the children from the first week of lockdown.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done. Can I just say thank you? You're a hero.
Yeah, thank you.
People are not wearing masks and they don't have them. Just here. It's crazy to see disparity like this in the world. You know, I hope after lockdown that we can actually try and close that gap.
It's not for only COVID-19 that I will carry on with these, but I will never, ever stop in my life with this, that I'm feeding this hunger.
How incredibly beautiful is that? And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who has gotten involved. You know, I think it's just such a privilege to be able to reach our fans, connect them with projects that are really just so much in need at the moment. And you know, you don't always get to hear about the good work that they're doing because they're so busy doing the work. And for us to be able to tell the story, to be able to show you guys, to be able to go out into the communities and see a difference that your funds are making and see, you know, how this money that's coming in, we're actively able to get the trucks from the farms to the organizations, from, you know, the big outlets to the organizations filled with food. And we're able to see it actually from point A to point B, the transition, and it's happening so fast, guys, and we're supporting so many communities. And I just want to say that you're making all the difference, and we're so grateful that you're trusting us to be a part of that with you. So if you still want to donate and you haven't yet, please do as generously as you can. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you're able to have 3 meals a day and a roof over your head, it's your responsibility to help everyone at this time who's not able to do that. And there are a lot of people in the country due to COVID-19 who are not able to do that. So the link is at the bottom of the screen. It's bit.ly/GoodLuck Cares. It'll take you to our Back a Buddy page, and please do donate there. If you would prefer to donate directly into our bank account, you can also inbox us on our page, and we will send you the details of that as well. But thank you again to everyone who's gotten involved. Your help is really appreciated. Next week, we're also going to be launching a sandwich drive, which is very exciting. Where if you are in the Cape Town region and you're maybe not able to donate financially, but you want to contribute, we're going to be putting a challenge to all of the people watching the lockdown. If you want to make a sandwich, or 2 or 10 or 20 or 100 sandwiches, however many you can make, we will come and collect them from you, and we'll even bring you a super cool GoodLuck mask as well. And we're going to be making a video of all the people who are out there who are willing to help us make sandwiches. Sandwiches are great because when the communities are queuing for their main hot meal, we give them half a sandwich in the queue just so they've got something to eat while they wait, because a lot of them don't get breakfast. So obviously by 1 o'clock, they're really, really hungry, and it just helps tie them over. Because I mean, sometimes they're waiting up to 3 hours in a queue for a meal. That's the reality at the moment. Pretty much their whole day is spent just waiting for food. So yeah, guys, let's see what we got for you today. A packed show. We've got Zolani in the music segment. She is honestly one of the loveliest people, one of the most gentle people that I know and have met through the music industry. And she's going to be joining us. We also have Tecla, who is the founder of Texx in the City. Texx in the City, most awesome music blog, probably biggest music blog in the country. And they've been instrumental in just, you know, getting everyone aware of what's going on in the music scene across the board, from the pop scene right through to the underground scene. And they've been key in bringing new artists through the ranks in South Africa, new musical artists. So, you know, really cool to have Texx on the show today. We got Katie Beard cooking for us as well. She's like a bit of a dual one because she's also a singer of the band called the Steezies, also an incredible vegetarian chef. And she's going to be cooking for us. And then I think we're going to just end with Tiki Talkie. So what we got up next? We got Zolani first, Ben, and we got Texx. We chat to Texx straight up. I'll just see if we can get her on the line there. Texx. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Hello. Good morning, my party buddy.
Good morning, my darling. How are you?
I'm so good. How have you been keeping during this lockdown? Have you been surviving? Have you been managing?
I've actually been great, to be really honest. Lockdown seems to agree with me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think I've realized how antisocial I really am, because not much has changed.
Pardon?
Because not much has changed.
Okay, well, I mean, that's cool. I think as long as I think a lot of people have a self-realization. As long as you're honest with yourself, that's the most important thing. But I mean, you say that you're very antisocial. I mean, the only time I really ever see you is out and about, jamming on the streets, jamming at the parties and events. And I think what's really cool about what you've done in the last few years, probably 10 years now, is you've really kind of made a scene for the music industry where there wasn't really one before, and you've been a portal, like I was saying earlier, to so many new artists coming through the ranks and being able to actually be heard and be discovered and be found. And I think the first question I have to you really is just how has the music industry changed in the last 2 months? It's been dramatic, I know, but from your perspective, what has the shift been like leading up to that and then with COVID-19?
Well, I think, the go-to word for every musician right now is live streaming.
Sure.
And I feel like nothing has really changed for me, and I'm very lucky in that regard because 90% of my business is online. So yes. I have seen an influx in terms of, instead of people asking me to post about their festivals or their, one-day events or their gigs, they're asking me to post about their live streams. So we've really been trying to do everything that we can at Texx in the City to shine a light on musicians that are innovating, and companies that are innovating, like Honor Costumes did that incredible live stream in association with Web Tickets. And John Savage and Carl Boysons have started Busker, and I know that you guys are using the Busker code integrated into your lockdown. And they've been, I think, in a very short space of time, there've been some incredible ideas that have come up, and it's really exciting to see.
It is. I think this change of shift for a lot of people has. I think it's brought out people's characters a lot, because some people have just kind of gone, okay, it's happening. We're just going to roll with it and see how best we can get involved and work this change for good. And others have just gone, I'm going to go to bed and play PlayStation. I can't eat. I can't even think about it. It's too much for my brain. And, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. But it's just interesting to see different dynamics with different people. And for yourself, leading up to the lockdown, the music industry, because it's one thing I've spoken about quite a bit and have been kind of vocal about especially the last few months, Have you noticed a lot of new bands coming out the woodwork? And have you noticed, and I want an honest answer to this question, I don't want you to be like just positive for the sake of it. Have you noticed that there's been enough support for new bands in South Africa? Or do you think it's been same old, everyone supporting this? I just want to know what your lay of the land, what your feeling is on that, on new artists that have been coming up.
That's a really, really good question, Jules. I think that because there are not a lot of platforms that support up-and-coming musicians, it's really, really hard for the bands and solo artists that are coming out of the woodwork to be heard. And yeah, there are 150% new bands and new musicians that are coming up all the time. Take a look at Texx in the City's inbox on a good day, and you've got like 50 submissions a day. So it's there. It's just that the platforms are not there. So it just makes it much harder for emerging artists during this time to be heard because everybody is online.
Yeah, I know. It's noisy. It was noisy, and to break through is difficult. And now it's noisy, yeah. Even though it's an online space which theoretically should be like a bigger space, it's actually a more condensed space because you're fighting for eyes and ears. And
exactly.
everyone is fighting for as it is at the moment. So I agree. And then just tell us a bit about your podcast. You know, you've been growing this podcast. I was going to be on an episode. We had a bit of drama. I couldn't be that day. But tell us a bit about that whole concept and how that's grown, and where you're aiming to take your podcast. Just talk to us about it.
Yeah, so super exciting time with Tech Talks, which is the name of my podcast. Very obvious, been on TED Talks, but we filmed, well, we recorded the first season before the coronavirus, before lockdown, before all of this. So we didn't plan for everybody to be in their homes in a confined space when we released season 1, but it kind of just so happened that it worked out that way, and it worked out in our favor. So season 1 features Zolani, who's also on your show today. Very exciting. Kifnit, BCUC, Ryan Murgatroyd, Alice Phoebe Lou, and Trezor. And yes, you were supposed to be on season 1, but I would love to have you back for season 2. And it would be amazing if we could get you and Ben on, because I think that would be a really cool
I agree. I think Ben's come out of his shell a little bit during the last few weeks. I think he'll be ready. Which is cool. Texx, you also, not just music, you were involved in this Bring Back the Sports online gaming tournament, joining the fight against COVID-19. Tell us a little bit about that and your involvement in that.
Yeah, so Bring Back Sports was an online gaming tournament that myself and Glenn Kisela, who is a creative director for AB and Bev, that we initiated in conjunction with Nodwin Gaming. And we hosted, over the course of 3 weekends, we hosted a FIFA tournament, a PUBG tournament, and we got Karin Zoid involved, Dan Patlansky involved, a whole bunch of other musicians involved, and we raised a whole bunch of money.
I can't game at all.
Neither can I. So,
yeah.
My housemate is an avid gamer, so I've picked up a few tips from watching him here and there, but otherwise I'm just awful. But we raised a whole bunch of money for the Solidarity Fund, which was great. And it did so well that we're in the process of conceptualizing a second round. So I'm very excited about that. And this is my first time that I've done anything with regards to gaming. And that whole world it's very competitive, and it's just, I didn't realize how hectic it was, but it's been so interesting during lockdown to get to learn about a whole different industry. So that's been a really cool project that I've been working on during lockdown, apart from the podcast, which
that's awesome. And it's nice to diversify, but please invite Ben to the next one. He loves to game. He's been spending quite a lot of time on what's the thing you play? The one with what's that? What's that?
What are you trying to say?
What's the thing that you play with a guy? It's like in LA and you're driving around.
GTA.
GTA. Yo.
Listen, this has been the first time I've ever actually even had a chance to play computer games or TV games or whatever
in his life.
Normally I just get yelled at all the time and told that I'm not doing anything.
Well,
well, I will let you know what games we're playing for round 2. And then you can let me know if you're in on. Yeah, you can let me know if you're in or not. But I'll just rope you in regardless.
Moi, love it.
I love it. That'd be super. That'd be super cool. Texx, listen, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your incredible support of the music industry. There's not a story that you guys don't post about. There's not a band that you don't notice. There is not a. Yeah, I mean, you guys pick up on everything, and you really do. You create the backbone for the South African music industry, and especially for upcoming artists. And as an artist, I just want to say thank you so much. And don't stop ever what you're doing, because we need you. You have to do it till you're in your grave. Promise me. It's a bit morbid, but promise me anyway. I don't know where she's gone. We lost her.
Can you hear me? I'm here.
Yes, I can hear you. Are you coming and going? I don't know. I can hear you, then I can't hear you.
Yeah. I was listening to you say such beautiful, sweet things about me.
Oh, man. Well, listen, Texx, I just want to say, again, thank you so much. And it's been an honor to have you on the show. You've been the first guest on our brand new software, which we've changed as of this morning. So well done for getting through that one. pretty seamlessly. And and I just want to say thanks so much, and hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and we'll catch you in the game room.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me on the show. And what you guys are doing is incredible. And I've watched most of them. The one with Matt Preston was my favorite because I'm obsessed with him. So just carry on doing all the good stuff that you're doing.
Oh, wonderful. Well, when he comes to Cape Town, we'll do a dinner with you and him and us, and we'll go have a razzle. He's so much fun. I think that'll have to happen.
Oh my God, you totally made my life right now.
Okay, Texx, love you lots. That was Tecla, everybody. She's from Texx in the City, and just a wonderful person, an all-round champion of the South African music industry. So cool to have her on the show. And speaking of music, I think we need to jump straight into our next guest, who is also going to be featuring tomorrow on CapeTownMagazine.com. She's going to be doing a live stream there. She is just so awesome. Just the most beautiful spirit and storyteller, a musician, and she's a mother, she's a friend. When you meet her, when you meet Zolani, she grabs your face and she looks you in the eye like no one else, and she sees into your soul, and it's just a wonderful experience. If you haven't had an up-close experience with Zolani, we're going to be bringing you a live performance right now. This is Zolani Mahola performing for you right here, right now on The Lockdown.
Oh, 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 oh. This is just to say I'm sorry you are pushing me away. I wish that I had said all I was feeling in my head. Now there is no chance of showing how well you taught me to dance. Oh, 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 oh. Well, this is just to say I'm sorry, time is stealing you away. I wish you had said all you were feeling in your head. Now the hour is gone. Well, now we have to sing our goodbye song. Oh, 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 oh. Well, this is just to say I'm afraid love has carried me away. I wish that we had said all we were feeling in our heads. Now the tide has turned. I cry for all the bridges I have burned. Now the tide has turned. I cry for all the bridges I have burned. I cry for all the bridges I have burned. I cry for all the bridges I have Good luck.
Yo, the vocals, the pipes of Zolani. Cheapers. That girl, she could sing me lullabies and bedtime and read me bedtime stories for days. And we have her on the line. Zolani, are you there, my love? I need to see your beautiful face.
Yeah, I'm
Can you hear
here.
me? Hello.
Can you hear me?
How are you?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
How you doing?
Everyone can hear you. Oh, it's so nice to see you. How are you?
I'm very, very good. Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much for singing for us. The one who sings, like an
Yeah.
angel. Now, my girl, tell me, you've been busy. Hey, you've launched a solo career. You're a
Yes.
mum now. You've got just so much going on. You're acting. You're telling stories. You've been on the road
Yes.
obviously up till COVID-19. Talk to me about the start of 2020 for you. How's it been?
The start of 2020 was really, really great. I mean, I ended off 2019 with my last performance with Freshlyground after 17 years. And that was at Kirstenbosch Gardens, which is one of the most amazing venues in the whole world.
Yes.
And then I started 2020 with a performance at Kirstenbosch Gardens, but singing with Yo-Yo Ma, the incredible
Oh,
cellist.
oh,
So it
what
was
an
just
experience.
such a wonderful wheel turning and an introduction into this year.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's been a
Zolani,
massive year of change. Yeah.
for some reason you're a blank square right now, and I'd love to get this right because I think everyone would love to see you. I don't know if your camera, maybe you have to give, maybe it might be the internet, it might be your camera settings. I don't know if you can maybe
Oh,
see if there are any little adjustments on your side that can be made. Oh, there you are. Hello. Oh, you've come
can you
back.
see me now?
Oh, now I can see you. Yeah, now you're beautiful. And I love what you're wearing on your hair. It's beautiful. There we go. Okay, cool, you're back. So Yo-Yo Ma and just the start of your own career and I think, ladies and gentlemen, it might be an internet thing because she's coming and going, but anyway, we can hear you, which is the most important
Oh
thing about it. Don't worry,
no.
don't worry. It's all good. We can see you from time to time and we can hear you, and that's the most important thing. Zolani, so tell me, the lockdown, your career, the music industry, gigs, no gigs, chaos, just suddenly, I mean, our industry's been the most affected, I think, one of the most affected in the entire world. What have you done
Yes.
in answer and response to that situation? And what has your approach been? How have you been finding everything?
I mean, I loved your interview just now with Texx, with Tecla, because she is, as you said, she's just such a wonderful champion of the arts and musicians. So what I have done is I started, jumping on the live digital space. So I've been doing a lot of concerts on my Instagram profile and some on Facebook.
Love
The main reason was because I wanted to connect with people. I wanted to connect with people. I wanted to see how people were doing, how they were keeping themselves strong in this time.
Sure.
Yeah, it was really interesting, and then it evolved into me having conversations with other artists. So I've spoken to a whole range of musicians and visual artists and activists and poets and that's mainly been on my Instagram profile. So it's been interesting. It's been an interesting space of being, kind of doing what you're doing, like being
Connect.
like almost like a showcaser, like a connector.
Yeah.
And that has been really, really a wonderful thing.
Awesome. I think you've always had that energy, from the first moment I met you. I spoke about it when I introduced you, but you've always had this kind of, I know that you are a mum, but like before you were a mum even, you had this motherly energy, which is just so, you just want to cuddle you and you embrace people. And I think that really translates, when you are interviewing others and when you're talking to them, you get this wonderful rapport with people that are not, it's magical. It's not everyone has that kind of gift, and
you've got it for sure.
So I think I don't know, I'm trying. It's quite difficult.
You got it.
But I think what's so nice is just, I've been watching a couple of your live streams and just watching the way that you get stuff out of people. It's wonderful to see, So that's really cool. And also that you've reached out and not try to make this time all about you. It's been about connecting. And I think, I don't know if you'll agree with me, but I think that we've really seen that as like a global energy and a global pattern. There are a lot of people out there in the world who have just felt this shift of like being all about me and ego and I to we and collective and how can we get through this time.
Absolutely, Jules, and I think hopefully we will remake the way that we go about being in the world. I think that this has provided an opportunity for us to, as you say, move out of the I and into the we, into the collective space. And I really do hope that we can take the lessons of this time into the post-COVID reality, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we know what we've just written a song about it. What next, I guess, is the question, and it's up to us as the storytellers and the musicians to lead the way.
Yes.
So, I mean, we all know you, and I'm sure that you're still getting a lot of these questions. We all know you famously as the lead singer of Freshlyground, but you have carved your own path with a new solo project in Korea. You're now telling stories of your past, your childhood. You are beautifully portraying your new music, and watching one of your concerts, you get taken through this process of understanding where each song has been born, how you've crafted it, and how it came to life. What was the decision, after leaving Freshlyground, or not leaving? I mean, after adding on this solo career to your Freshlyground project, what was the decision to take that approach of more storytelling based into your music?
It was unavoidable. When you just have to, when it just comes from deep within you, and you almost can't do otherwise. So I went through a long process of soul searching and sort of really like wanting to find out what my story actually is, just for myself. And through that process, I came to a realization that I wanted to share my story, and I wanted to encourage other people to share theirs as well. So that was the impetus behind that.
Lovely. And I mean, the whole thing, when it was launched, was so exciting. The visual change, you connected back with your African roots. I mean, you've always had African roots, but you just had this visual, which was like so artistic, so strongly African. And watching that whole thing unfold for me was really exciting and just lovely to see. So I just want to commend you on this new project. It's going to take the world by storm, there's such an incredible shift. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm sure you've noticed, but touring overseas, there's so much fervor around what's happening in Africa,
Absolutely.
And I think for you to be a strong part of that, and specifically a female part of that. I mean, actually, I was saying to Ben today, all girl lineup today. It's so power. It's so cool. To be a female, a dominating female force in that African movement into the world. Wonderful. And I think we couldn't have a better spokesperson.
Well, we're all a part of it, Jules. I mean, you're definitely a massive part of it. I've been doing this really interesting thing that I want to share with you.
Yes.
During this time of wanting to connect with people, I've been putting out these creative challenges, because I believe that I think creativity is gonna save us. The creatives are gonna save us. The creativities that's within everyone will save us. So my first one was a song that I put out to people. I said you could interact with it any way you wish, and I got people putting it in their movies. I got people reworking the version of the song. It was very, very cool. My second one was an animation challenge, and I got some really cool stuff back, and I'm using one of the animations now for my next show. But I put out a third challenge now, and that is to producers, music producers, people who play, to send me pieces of music, and we collaborate, if I like the piece. So it's really cool. So I've started a blog, and it's on my website, theonewhosings.com.
So if we send you a piece of music, like a beat or a instrumental idea, we see if you like it. There's lyrics that are written, there's Zoom calls that are had, and we try and craft something.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to reach out all across the world, and just play together.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Well, that's awesome. And if we want to get involved in those challenges or just link with you, which is the best way to connect with you on the line?
You can go to my site, theonewhosings.com, and you can inbox me there. You can also try to DM me on Instagram, which is at Zolani Mahola.
Amazing. So please, I think we've put her handles in the description at the bottom there.
Yeah, you did.
That's Zolani Mahola. Go and check her out, or theonewhosings.com. Super easy. And Zolani, I just want to say thank you so much for your music on behalf of everyone watching, all your fans, all the people who, you've told stories to over the years, you've entertained over the years with your beautiful energy and your smile that everyone loves so much. I just want to say thank you very much for coming on our show today, and all the best for the stream tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but we didn't manage to cross-stream this with Cape Town Magazine today. Something glitched in the system. It might be our new software, but you are performing tomorrow night with CapeTownMagazine.com. Am I right?
That's absolutely correct. I'm going to be performing at 7 p.m. and I'll be playing my songs. It's my original songs on guitar, and some of my favorite songs that I've loved over the years. But the cool thing that I'm doing for it is that I'm supporting a cool new platform called Jukes. And this platform, it's a music platform. No, they're so wonderful. They've got this incredible offering called Gig and Earn, where they allow musicians to make submissions, to pitch to be on that platform for half an hour and play their music, and they pay every single musician 1,000 rand, 1,500 rand. All right, so they are doing this out of, I know, it's amazing, and then these musicians, they can play for up to 4 times a month, which is like 6,000 rand for a muso, and that's a month.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
So they are doing this. They are paying this money out of their pockets. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to be sure that they can do this for a long time. So I'm going to be raising money in my feed tomorrow, CapeTownMagazine.com, and there'll be a busker logo, and people can please donate towards Jukes.
Wonderful. And I think that's so good. So great, especially because like we were chatting about earlier, the new musicians, who are just launching their careers right now, who haven't had the opportunity to maybe even play a gig yet, and and gain a following that can support them during this time. Those are the guys we really need to be looking out for. And I'm so happy to hear that Jukes is stepping up to the plate and creating an opportunity for them to perform and be paid. That's heartwarming, because I think if we lose the musicians because they can't do this anymore, because they can't feed themselves, that would be the saddest thing in the world.
It really would. It really would.
Zolani, you are one of my favorite people on this planet, and I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show today, and wishing you all the best for your performance tomorrow.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to collaborate with you. We're going to make it happen. She's
yes, thank you.
Definitely, and girl power. Yeah, Ben just said girl power. I totally agree.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Jules.
Lots of love to you, your family, your beautiful boys, and we will definitely catch up with you soon. This is not the last time you're going to be featured on the lockdown, definitely.
And keep going with all of your amazing works. You really are inspirational. Thank you.
You too. Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you to Ben.
You.
Oh, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Zolani Mahola, theonewhosings.com. Go check her out. Go support everything she's doing. There are people in this world that are just an energy cut above the rest, and she is one of them. And I fully support everything she does, because I know it comes from a place of love and good intentions and an open heart, So where are we sitting now? I think we're getting into cooking time already. Wow, it's already 10:10. Time is flying when you're having fun. So let me just have a look here quickly. I think we've got Katie Beard coming on the lockdown today. Do we have a video for Katie? Is she going to cook us something? All right, Katie is going to be cooking us something delicious today. Vegetables are her thing. She's mainly plant-based, as I believe. And today she's going to be cooking from her kitchen for you guys in lockdown, from the lockdown. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chef Katie Beard.
Hey guys, I'm Katie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some awesome smoky sweet potato and chickpea burgers. Vegetarian, full of goodness, super easy, and fit for the whole family. So to start, what we need to do is we need to take our jewel potatoes and slice them in half, long ways. And then I'm going to take a oven baking tray, a roasting tray, pop them on there. Then what we're going to do, we're going to take our red onions, we've got 2 of these, and we're going to slice those up. Okay, then my garlic. So I really like garlic. So I'm going to put 4 cloves of these in. And what I do to roast them is I just take a sharp knife or a big wide knife, or even you can use a wooden spoon, and just press on the clove on the cutting board. You crush them like that. Then I've got some rosemary, beautiful rosemary from the garden. It's growing nicely out there. I'm going to strip it, so pull downwards, and I'm just going to sprinkle that all over my veggies. And then the thyme I'm going to leave whole on it so it sticks like that. Then we're going to take some olive oil, drizzle nicely, generous amount of olive oil all over. Salt and pepper is all you really need. Just gives it a light citrusy flavor. So squeeze a little bit of lemon on for the oven. Awesome. So this is more or less what our tray is going to look like. And we're going to pop that into the oven at about 180, 200 degrees until your sweet potatoes are lovely and soft and you can mash them with a fork. Alrighty. Alright, so now that those are nicely roasted, our sweet potatoes are mashable with a fork. It's pretty cool. Everything is nice and soft. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a big mixing bowl and I'm going to transfer those into there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to mash it with a spoon. Then, in another big bowl, I'm just going to use this one. You're going to lightly blitz your chickpeas. So I do this with a stick blender, one of these. Now that my chickpeas are done, they look something like this. I'm going to add them to my sweet potato mix bowl. Just so that everything is nicely combined and starts to make a thicker, moldable paste. Time to smoke paprika. So for this recipe, I use usually about 2 to 3 tablespoons of smoked paprika. It sounds like a lot, but it is. But it's really good for the flavor. So I'm going to add a bit more salt and pepper. And I'm going to add about a cup of toasted sunflower seeds. Okay, so we're going to stir all that together. It's a beautiful color. Really lovely, like rich orangey red color. And that is our burger mix. So what we're going to do now, we make them into our patties. Wow, these ones smell really nice. So amped. And we're going to lay them onto our baking sheet like that. And what we're going to do now is we are going to take these and put them back into the oven, same temperature, that's 180, 200 degrees, for about 15 minutes, just until they're lightly bound together a little bit more. Okay, so once your patties have been baked in the oven, about 15, 20 minutes, and they're looking nice and kind of crispy on the top, and they're lovely and browned. So we're going to take them out. You see over here, got our burgers, they're looking awesome. So those are done. So all we have left to do is to plate them. I've got a whole bunch of greens here. So all sorts of greens that I'm going to put onto my burgers. I've got baby spinach, got dill, got sprouts, avocado, basil, and some sunflower sprouts. You can lift up my awesome patties. Wow, these smell amazing. They smell so good. And they're that beautiful bright orange color. A little bit of hummus. Some of the dill. Some homemade kraut, red kraut. So that's a lovely tangy flavor. Avocado. Just like that. Some basil leaves. And some sprouts. Some of these little sunflower guys as well. Okay. Top it up with your other side of the bun. And there you go. Smoky sweet potato and chicken burgers. Beautiful, healthy, colorful, plant-based. Good for you, good for the planet, and super easy to make. Thanks for watching.
Wow, that was a delicious looking burger that was created there. Wow, wow, wow. Yummy, yum, yum. I love chickpeas. So for me, that look like something I would definitely eat. And I think on the line we have Katie. Are you there, Katie? Can you hear me? She there? No, she can hear me. I can't hear her. Katie?
I've lost sound. I don't know.
You lost sound. Oh dear. Ben? We'll call you back, Katie. Don't worry. We'll give you another shot. We'll call you back right now. We're going to get Katie Beard on the line to chat to us. She's a chef who just cooked that delicious vegetarian burger for you. Also, she's not just a chef and not just somebody who's passionate about cooking with vegetables. She's also the lead singer of a Cape Town-based band called the Steezies, who you might be very familiar with. Awesome band from Muizenberg, from Cape Town. Let me see if we can get her back on the line. We're gonna make sure we do that now. Ben's working out all the technical glitches today, guys. We are very excited. We're using a new platform, but obviously we just want to get a little bit of time to get our back end working smoothly. We'll get better and better as we go. Shame, Ben is literally having to juggle. I wish you could actually see all the buttons and crazy like things that he's got going on that he's having to juggle and figure out as we go along. But while we're waiting, let me tell you guys about what we've got. We are launching, so obviously we've been doing our GoodLuck masks that have been flying out of our GoodLuck online store, delivering nationally in South Africa, across the country, wherever you are, we can bring you a mask. And also a portion of the proceeds is going to our GoodLuck Feeds program, which is doing really well. We've raised almost 480,000 Rand, guys. Oh, there's a lucky recipient. He's already got a mask. He's on the screen. Oh, it's one of the Lockdown Legends. Who is it? Nick and his mask. Shout out to the Lockdown Legends guys who are watching. And then this is the version we're launching next week. This is rose gold. Check it out. I won't try pull a Cyril Ramaphosa here. There we go. Rose gold luck mask. Really cool. And then we've also got these ones that are going to be launching next week, which are the camo version. This is a bit big for me. This is a large. Anyway, there we go. Oh, there we go. Camo version of the GoodLuck mask. These both rose gold and camouflage will be launching next week, Monday, or this coming Monday. And so they're going to be available on our store. Otherwise, you can also grab black and white right now, which is also super cool, at bit.ly/GoodLuck masks. And like I said, a portion of that money is going into helping us feed Freshlyground, which we've been doing for the last cheapest 4 weeks already. We've raised almost 480,000 Rand. We've spent 135,000 Rand, there or thereabouts, and we are continuing to make the money stretch as far as possible. Our aim is to make it last until at least the peak of COVID-19, where they're estimating is going to be around August, September. So we're wanting to make sure that the money is is spent over this period. We've got food trucks delivering fresh fruit and vegetables to the feeding schemes that we are supporting, as well as dry ingredients that we're getting from mainly from Macro. I do my online Macro order, gets collected and taken to the schemes every week. And then on top of that, we also are supporting a refugee center as well. That is in Maitland, and you would have seen that in the video briefly. I didn't want to show too much of that because it's a little bit, it's sensitive and it's a little bit of an invasion of their privacy. But I can tell you that there are 600 people living under one big stretch tent. Some of them have little tents within that. Some of them are sleeping literally on cardboard on the floor. So we've been supporting them with food as well. And if you are interested in donating a tent or a mattress, please do get in touch with us. We can link you with the organization, because I think, human rights, human dignity, these are people that were escaping their countries, coming here for supposedly a better life, had been victims of xenophobia, and now literally have nowhere to go and no way of even going home. So the more we can make them feel welcome and make them feel human, the better, So yeah, do reach out to us, do get involved. The link, if you want to donate, is Back a Buddy. It's bit.ly/GoodLuck cares. And you can donate. It's on the screen. If you have a look there, take it down, snap a photograph with your phone. And I think we got Katie back on the line. Katie, are you in the house? Katie, are you in the house? Katie in the house? We had this all working so well earlier, and now we're just having a few wobbles. Perhaps she hasn't, Katie, if you can hear me, perhaps you haven't given permission for your microphone. So I think you just have to click permission. Yes, go. She has. Okay, maybe we'll get you on a WhatsApp call. I'm going to let Tim sort that one out. Tim, will you grab her on a WhatsApp call? Maybe get her on my phone, and I can just point her to the screen like we did with Sean the other day from India. So I definitely want to chat to her, because she's not only is she the lead singer of a band called the Steezies, she's also an incredible chef. Let's get her there. Tim. Oh, Timmy. Tim's got a cracked screen. It's a cracked phone screen. Anyway, let's see if we can get her on a video call here. Yep, I'm trying to call her right now. I don't know if she's. Let's try on Ben's phone. No worries. This is what we call rudimentary television, everybody. There you go. I'm calling on WhatsApp video. I got the number. We'll get her on here. Oh, she put it down on me. Okay, well, we were hoping to speak to Katie, but I don't know if we're going to be able to now. Ben, do you want to keep trying, or do you want to? Yes, guys. There we go. Ben's playing the new single in the background for you. If you're not aware yet, we have released a brand new single called What Next? It's a song for after COVID-19, after we come out of the lockdown. I think one of the main things that I realized, and we've all realized, just how much of an impact, how much of an incredible impact, not being rushing around, not being just driving around, flying around, how much impact that we've had on the planet, and we've been able to kind of just give it a break and a breather, and we've seen how quickly it rejuvenates. So the song is just about everyone doing their bits, moving forward in the new world to try and prevent total global meltdown. And it's really up to each of us as to how we're going to behave in this next chapter. I got Katie on the WhatsApp call. Let's get her here. I'm just going to grab Ben's phone, and then we'll get her. Hi, how's it, Katie?
Hey, Jules.
How are you?
Thanks so much for making a plan. I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. We always make a plan, Sorry, we don't know what's going on. This is a new software that we're using, so we're trying to make sure that we can get it all right. Listen, thank you so much for cooking today. That was a delicious, delicious looking recipe. I'm definitely going to make it. Was it something you created, or was it something that you found, or?
No, that's so that's one of my own recipes.
Yeah.
Tried and tested. I've got this thing about veggie burgers, and I think they're so easy, and so many people think that they're too complicated to make at home, and they get frazzled about it. But actually, it's just a matter of combining the right different variations of ingredients and to get the right texture and flavors, and you can really chop and change it so much. So that's just one of my own home ones.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, that looked absolutely delicious. And then tell me a little bit about you. But I know that you love to cook with vegetables, which is amazing. But you also are a musician, right? You sing in a band, and and tell us a little bit about the Steezies.
Yes. So I'm in the Steezies. My partner George and I started it 3 years ago. And we're an eclectic mix of just basically it started as a bunch of friends, but we are Afro-funkish, proudly South African, a real melting pot of friends, and the music's also a melting pot of music. There's a lot of rapping,
Awesome.
a lot of harmonies. George speaks Zulu as well, so there's a bit of Zulu in there.
Wow.
And we've got some incredible backup singers from Imizamo Yetu. And they just bring in all their fire and flair, and they just give us that whole rounded sound, which is amazing.
Oh, that's
and of
awesome.
Course, some extremely talented musicians who studied music, who are also mates of ours. So it's really
awesome.
Everyone together.
Oh, that's wonderful. That sounds like just my kind of band. And have you guys been managing to do any live streaming concerts during this time, or have you sort of taken a bit of a break? Or, what's been your approach to the lockdown?
So, seeing that there's so many of us, our band comprises of about 10 people.
Okay.
Because of social distancing, we haven't been able to get everybody into a room.
Okay.
But, and then also, with internet lags and delays and things, it can get a bit complicated. So, we've taken a little bit of a break. But
yeah.
Really,
yeah.
We've taken a little bit of a break for now, but that's not to say that there's not lots in store for the future. We're super amped to get up and running again.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm sure. And listen, speaking of the community, you guys have been very, very involved. You've had your own outreach program that you guys have put together independently of anyone else to feed families during this time. And tell us a little bit about it and how much of an impact have you managed to have?
Absolutely. So this just started as a bunch of friends who wanted to make a difference or just help in whatever way they could to help support families in need at this time.
Yeah.
And it just snowballed from there, really. Friends gave donations, and then George and I went out and bought staples and supplies and distributed them amongst our friends who are also community leaders within Khayelitsha.
Wow.
And who we get through music as well.
Yeah.
And so basically they were our connection to these families in need, and they saw to operations on the ground there that people got helped, people that needed the help got helped. So yeah, it all just started as a small thing, and it's just snowballed, and we're now supporting 4 communities a week.
Amazing.
In certain areas of Khayelitsha.
Amazing.
Thanks to a whole bunch of really, really wonderful, warm-hearted friends who are all wanting to do the same thing.
Well,
so it's just, we get so much further with teamwork and everybody working together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that so much. And I would like to just say we would like to donate 10,000 Rand of our Back a Buddy fund that we've raised to your project to continue the work that you're doing. And I hope that it can reach far. Well, thank you. I mean, it's, at the moment we've working mainly with about 5 projects, but we would love to add yours to ours, especially, I particularly love it when musicians are involved in outreach, because I know that musicians are good people and it comes from a good place. And so I think it will be really wonderful to be able to actually help your project as well. Kate, thank you. Thank you. It's been a wonderful day of just, warm-heartedness and everyone feeling the love, and big thanks and shout out to all the people that have supported our Back a Buddy fund. I mean, we've raised quite a bit of money. I said earlier, we're trying to make it stretch all the way to August and the peak of when we're expecting COVID-19 to peak. And maybe even hopefully beyond that, we never know. Like you said, things do snowball and grow. So hopefully we can continue the work we're doing as well.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. That's incredible. That's so kind of you. exactly. Everyone doing their part together. That's how we just get stronger and we get through this all together. We help each other.
Oh, you're an angel, Katie. Thank you so much for your love of food, for your love of people, for your love of humanity. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Katie Beard cooking for you today on the Lockdown from the Steezies.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me.
And Tim,
all the awesome work you do.
thank you. And Tim says hi. He sent you a big hug. He's particularly
Big hugs back to you, Tim.
you're a star. Thank you so much again, and we look forward to having you back. I'm sure we'll have you cooking again for us. Definitely not the last time we'll see Katie on the Lockdown. Have a wonderful day.
Super stoked. You too. Thanks, guys.
Oh, what an episode today, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Sorry about the technical glitches. We're working out our brand new streaming software that we've only literally just started on as of today. After this, we're going to be taking all these little teddy bears and some chocolate eggs to where rainbows meet to go and give to the little kids who are going to be fed there today. We're also arranging quite a few drop-offs of food. And I just want to say one more time, thank you so much to everyone who's donated. If you still want to donate, you can go to our bit.ly/GoodLuck donate to our Back a Buddy fund. And today we're going to be on our Instagram stories posting a link to the Google Sheets little sheet that we've created where you can see exactly what all the money has been spent on and where we're sitting up to date, how much of it we've spent. And like I said, we've spent about a quarter. We're trying to get that to stretch all the way to August. So the more money we have, the longer we can stretch.
And for those of you who maybe don't have that much money, you can do our sandwich challenge, which should be coming up on screen right now. And that's going to be a really cool initiative that we're doing. You guys make as many sandwiches as you can, as you want, as you can afford. We'll come and collect them. Obviously this is only based in Cape Town at the moment, but we'll come and collect them and we'll distribute them out into the community through all the amazing distribution centers that we're connected with. And then we're going to run a really cool leaderboard, which Jules will tell you a little bit more about, which is quite exciting.
Yes, you can join our group, The Lucky Ones. The link to the group will be in the comments on the side. Go and join our group and please get involved, guys. We're going to be running a leaderboard on there. We're going to basically be challenging you, the person who can make the most sandwiches in the next couple of weeks, to help us out. We'll be climbing that leaderboard and the winner will get something really cool. We're still figuring out exactly what, but there's going to be a prize of a donation. We're going to be donating some of our fund money to a charity of your choice. So you can direct 10 to 15,000 Rand to the charity of your choice, as well as a whole bunch of Good Luck merch, masks, and also when we are eventually going back to gigs, some VIP and meet and greet tickets for our next Good Luck show. So there's going to be lots on the table there for the person who's willing to butter the most bread and make the most sandwiches. Go and get involved. The Lucky Ones group. Guys, we're really out of time. It's been an epic day. Thank you so much for your patience with us with our technical challenges. Friday should be a lot more smooth, and I think we're going to try and reconnect us with Cape Town Magazine on Friday. It didn't work today, but hopefully it'll work on Friday. If there are any guests that you guys want us to have on the show, either WhatsApp us on the band line. If there are any shout outs that you guys want to send on the show, send us your video shout outs. We will be playing them live from Friday. So anyone you're missing at the moment in lockdown, hit us up. Just a quick video on the WhatsApp line and we will play it out, or in the Lucky Ones group, and we can play it out on the show on Friday. You guys have been so amazing. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Continue to share the lockdown. Continue to be a good person. Everybody love everybody. Till next time, look after yourself, look after your family, your friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and good luck, 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 luck.
We gotta go directly to what's happening.